everyone, John Henry here, slingshotfutures.com, and welcome to the Market Mindset, where we take a look at the psychology behind the moves today so we can better understand tomorrow. And this time around, we're going to be taking a look at the SP 500. Now, the S&P, it's been on one heck of a bullish tear over the past couple days, and it just hasn't shown any signs of letting up. Today is the first time that we've had any type of pullback at all, really. I mean, looking at the grand scheme of things, this is it. All the other moves have been just massively bullish. So with that large bullishness finding a slight little pullback today, gotta be a little bit careful on the downside, because more likely than not, this is just going to be used as an excuse for the buyers to buy in at a better price. But when we open up, right? Immediately fill the gap, first candle of the day, and then slam through it. Well, you know, we're right at the prior high a day. There's not really a ton of room for the trade to work out, so it's better to wait for a little more information. I think a lot of people picked up on that because the following candle was absolutely no follow through. The buyers couldn't even get one tick above the second candle of the day and tried turning down. But notice all of the wick at the bottom. That gives us a really big clue, because now when the sellers are trying to push back against the buyers are buying straight into it over and over and over again, causing this big chunk of inventory, available inventory down here for the buyers to jump in on. And the follow through was very bullish. So with that follow through to the upside, that allows a quick little buying opportunity to finish the move off, assuming that we might get a little bit of a pullback. But right now, the sellers are nowhere to be found and the buyers are dominating this market. So we're looking to be buyers and continue the drive higher along with that big daily trend. Now they get up to a new high and notice what happened up here, right? Big old wick on the top here. Same thing that we saw down here, but now we're running into a little bit of an issue because this is on the top. That's not what a lot of buyers want to see. So we're probably seeing the buyers from here, right, that bought in here. They're looking to take profit up here if they're not already. And if nobody got into this move, let's say they missed that drive higher, they're looking to buy at a better price. Nobody wants to buy up here anymore because there's an excess amount of sellers. So that being said, buyers are going to begin scaling into the move down, trying to get that secondary bounce to the upside. But they ran into a little bit of a problem because we broke through a new low, right? It poked its head just one tick at first, but it poked its head through that first move of the day. And that's a big red flag, because now the sellers have a slightly better argument. We're in a range now, and the sellers are trying to drive down to complete that range low. So there are going to be buyers that are buying into this move down here, and it makes a lot of sense, because if it breaks the lows, well, we're probably in a range, right? And if we're in a range, where are we going? Well, we're buying the lows and they're looking to sell at the highs. So there's going to be a lot of buyers that try jumping in on this move at the downside, and with the bad follow through and the heavy bearish pressure, we're more likely going to get a second leg. So that popped up, we got a nice bullish pop higher, and then the bears immediately slammed it right back down again. Not a huge surprise in the context. Again, given the amount of bearish pressure that we have here, there's a good chance that the sellers are going to try to get that second leg. Now, after they got the second leg down, looked like maybe they were trying to put in a wedge bottom. It was holding that channel really nicely. You know, the wedge would be a little bit steep. Maybe it widens out, etc. But at the moment, you know, it looks like it's finding a slight little bottom. The buyers try coming in, weak bullish follow through after weak bearish follow through, strong bull candle, and they find a double top right in that prior little high right there. After that double top was made, it never came back, right? The sellers try coming in, the buyers try coming in, they form a doji, lots and lots of confusion, and then this happens, right? That completely put a nail in the coffin of any confusion that there was, because that was essentially the sellers saying, you're not taking it, buyers. Best of luck for you. Hope you're not long anymore, because this is a big move potential to the downside that's looking to continue that second larger measured move down. And that is a candle to get that job done. So a beautiful final opportunity of the morning to drive the market down into probably, again, just a buying opportunity in the longer term for, you know, 60-minute traders, 4-hour traders to be buying into it for another run back up to the high. So just a great combination of market psychology today, along with doing technical analysis. The technicals and the market psychology together really gave a 1-2 punch on the S&P. And you can't really ask for much more than that. So that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you found it interesting. And we'll see you next time.